All right, this is Piecewise Functions Continued. We're on example 4, modeling real life. You rent a karaoke machine for 5 days. The rental company charges $50 for the first day and $25 for each additional day or any portion of a day. Write and graph a step function that represents the relationship between the number x of days and the total cost y in dollars of renting a karaoke machine. All right, so the first thing we should probably do is make a table and just kind of get a feel of what's happening. All right, so we know we're going to have we're going to rent a karaoke machine for 5 days. All right, so I'm going to rent a karaoke machine for 5 days. And the first day, they're going to charge me $50. So let's put number of days. And then the total cost in dollars. All right, so this will give us an idea of what we're looking at. So the first day, it says, so on day 1, it's going to charge us $50. Now, not just day 1, but any portion of that day. So whether we keep it an hour, 2 hours, 12 hours, or all 24 hours, they're going to charge us $50. So let's write this to represent that x is between 0 and 1 day. So it basically represents, well, 0 wouldn't really be included because if you don't rent it at all, you're not going to pay any money. So this one's going to be open. All right, on the second day, it says that they're going to charge us $25 for each additional day or any portion of that day. So the first day is $50, the second day is $25 more. So that's going to be $75 for the second day. And how would we write this as any portion of the second day? So we know we're going to go from day 1 up to day 2. Day 2 is going to be included in that $75 charge, but day 1 was $50, so that's not included. Remember, to be a function, one end has to be open if it overlaps. These can't both be included here. So that kind of gives you an idea of what to think about. All right, the third day, they're going to charge us another $25. So it's going to be $100. And that's going to be any portion of that day. So it's going to go from 2 to 3. Again, all the way up to the third day is going to be that same charge, $50 plus $25 for the second day and $25 for the third day. 2 is already included in the $75 cost, so that's it. The next day, day 4, is another $25, so that's going to go from day 3 to day 4. Day 4 is included. Day 3 was included in the last price. And $150 would be from day 4 to day 5. Again, day 5 is included. Day 4 was included in the previous price. All right, so it says you rent a karaoke machine for 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can stop now because we've included 5 days. And it says to write and graph a step function. All right, so all I've done so far is make a table. So let's write a function that represents this. So we're going to say f of x equals, and then we're going to write our function. And we've kind of already, since we did this, we kind of have already defined our domain, which is nice. If you do your table correctly, then you're getting a head start. So our domain is going to be 0 to 1. And basically, this will be our function because it's a constant function. There's no slope involved. The whole day costs the same amount. So we can write this basically as 50 is from 0 to 1 day. It's going to cost 75 from 1 day to the next day it's going to cost 100 from day 2 up to day 3, including day 3. It's going to cost 125 for the next day, so that's going to be day 3 to day 4, and 150, and that's going from day 4 to day 5. So see, it's pretty much what we have in the table, but I feel like sometimes it's helpful to start with a table and kind of get your thoughts organized, because we use tables a lot. All right, now what would this look if we graphed it? So it's the whole first day from 0 to 1. This is 1. This is day 2. From 0 to 1, it's going to cost $50. So let's have an open circle at 0, because day 0, remember, if we don't actually rent it, we're not paying anything. Day 1 is going to be included in that $50 amount. So we're going to have this function here. And I went a little bit too far with my graph, but all right, that's a little better. All right, now $75. Okay, so this is $50, this is 100, so that means this line here is $75. Day 1 is going to be an open circle, because day 1 is included in this $50 cost, and then it's going to be $75 for any part of that second day. So I'm going to have a closed circle here, and I'm going to have that constant function. It's going to be that same cost for any part of that day. And you can see the steps starting to form here. The next day, we're going to have $100. It's going to be from 2 to 3. So from day 2 to 3, $100 is not included in this cost because it was included in the one previous to it. So that's an open circle. At 3, it's going to be a closed circle. And it's going to be this line in between. Day 4, 125. So I'm going to have an open circle at day 3, closed circle at day 4, struggling a little bit with my pen, sorry about that. All right, get this function here. All right, and one more step, 150. So 150 is going to go from day 4. Day 4 is not included. Day 5 is included. And I can draw that piece there. All right, so that is our piecewise function. This one is known as a step function. You can see it does look like steps as it goes up. We only have to graph if we want to rent for the first 5 days. So it says write and graph a step function that represents the relationship between X number of days and total cost Y in dollars of renting a karaoke machine. If we wanted to rent it for 7 days or 10 days or whatever, you could continue this same pattern and continue to graph those steps as well. All right, if you have any questions, please let me know.